Hi guys, you are welcome back to this YouTube channel. It is always a joy seeing you. Thank you so much for the great support that you have showed me. We are growing tremendously and it is because of you. Thank you so much for telling your friends about this channel. Thank you so much for always returning every time you see a new upload, and I pray that God will bless you. And if this is your first time here, my name is Edith and this is Significant Woman. So today we continue to talk about issues that really affect our lives, and actually the topic that we are having today, trust me, you're here at the right time, because by the time we end, I believe that your life will not be the same, and you will be actually thinking about the different things that you need to start doing so that you can get better. So we're going to talk about habits that are destroying our lives and things that we need to stop doing so that we can become the better versions of ourselves that we are hoping to become. So I had to look up the word habit, and one thing that I actually found out is that a habit, for something to be a habit, it is a behavior that you are doing over and over again, and it becomes part of you, that it starts occurring, you start doing it subconsciously. And so those are the things that we are going to talk about. Things that we do unconsciously or things we do subconsciously. And it is going to take us some time to pause and say, wait a minute, I actually do that a lot and it is affecting me in this area or the other area. And it's going to take us some time to break them. Anyway, so the first thing that we are going to talk about is competition, competing with other people. If you are really confident that you have never felt, I'm not going to talk about competing because some people maybe have never even, competed, like they are not too competitive in life. But if you've never felt like competing with another person, you can put up your hand wherever you are. You're like, me, I've never, because I think most of us, if not all of us, always have that feeling. We always get that temptation, especially when you see someone living the life that you are hoping to be living, yeah? You see someone having the kind of family you want, the kind of children that you want, the kind of husband you are praying for. They have the car that is in your dreams that you're always praying about. They have the kind of results that you're always hoping for. Life is a bit easy for them. You want to be like them, but then you want to compete with them. And the bad thing is that sometimes in life, you're competing with someone who doesn't even know that you're competing with them. Let's not talk about these things where people, they know that they are competing against each other, so they will do whatever. We're talking about things that, you're competing with someone when they actually don't even know. And I'm going to tell you and actually assure you that if you are going to live a competitive life with that one person that you have chosen, you're like, my sister cannot beat me on this one. If they do this, I will do it 20 times better. If they do this, if they spend this much, I will spend this much. If they give 1 million to, as a wedding contribution, I will give 20 million. My friend, this phrase that people always talk about unforgiveness, that you are taking poison hoping the other person dies. That is what you're doing. You're literally poisoning yourself, and at the end of it all, you're going to be the one who will die in your own movie. So we need to learn how to appreciate other people, because I've come to understand that in this life, someone will be better than you. Someone will be more pretty than you. They will have a better husband than you. Someone will be better at something you thought you were better or you were good at. Someone will always be better, and it is okay. We just have to learn how to appreciate and celebrate people and thank God for them, but also learn from them. If someone is doing something better than you, just learn from them, but then also appreciate that we are running different races in life. We are all playing, we are in a game. Let's talk about like the Olympics, but we are all there for different reasons. We are on earth for different reasons. Each one of us is playing a different game. So you have to really appreciate that and know that, well, there are things that you're not going to always be at the top of every game. No, it is okay for someone to be better than you, because we are always in different seasons. That is the other thing. Like at my workplace, we are working in different departments, yeah, and I'm leading this one department, but it is growing. It's still in its, you know foundational stages. And sometimes I'm going to hear testimonies, stories from people who are doing all sorts of things that I've never even dreamt about, like they've never even crossed my mind. And sometimes I might tend to, that thought comes in of, I'm actually not doing so much. I should do something to either be like them or to be on the same level with them. But not knowing that these people have taken over 10 years to do these things. So one thing that I am trying to do as a leader is to make sure that I appreciate where I am, the season that I am in. I consider all the factors around me and work with those. I will celebrate them. I will learn one or two things from them and set it as my, 5-year goal. But I'm not going to focus on becoming like them, because when I do so, that means I'm going to not focus on the things that I am doing right now. I'm not going to focus on getting better in what I am doing, and then that will be disastrous for me. You might see you want to be like your friend. They are able to go for a vacation every year, but you know where you at. You having children to take care of or to take to school. You know your finances are not doing well, so you cannot compete with them. You might ask for photos and ask for tips on how they were able to reach there. But right now you have to appreciate the season that you're in life and ensure that, well, it is okay. It is okay for where we are right now. One day we'll get there, but for now we can't. So that is the right kind of posture or attitude that we need, instead of competing to be like other people. And then the other thing that we do is living other people's lives. Sometimes I think we forget who we are and want to be like other people. You want to talk like them. You want to do things like them. You want to put on like them. You want to do every other thing like other people but yourself. One thing that is very important in life for people who are thriving in life is self-awareness. You have to really be unique, and it is in your being unique that you find that you start thriving. I don't think any of these people who are making it in life are thriving in areas that were not their strength. They are living their true, authentic lives, if I can say. But the bad thing is that some of us want to be like them, thinking that if we would be like them, then we will be successful. No, I think the secret is in finding out something that you are good at, finding out who you truly are, and then developing yourself in that area so that you can get better. So I'm reading this book and it is really making a lot of sense to me. And they were talking about the law of leadership. They were saying that it is better to be fast than being better. You see, it is good to know who you are and be good at that thing. Be the leader in that thing than trying to be better in another thing that someone is already doing. I don't know if that makes sense for you, because it really transformed the way I look at things. Most of us want to be, let me talk about the Olympics that are happening right now. You want to be like Simone Biles. She is a big gymnast and you want to be like her. No, that lady had to know what she's good at. There has to be a point as to why she's not doing any other sport. She's not running, she's not playing volleyball, she's not playing basketball, but she's doing gymnastics. She had to look for her strength. But the third thing is that for some of us, you're going to look at this person, you look at the business, you look at this person thriving in this business, and you're like, I'm going to also do it, not knowing that it is their strength. So we cannot live lives of other people. And I've seen it in many of the young people, where you look at this person, they are good at this, you also want to do it. They are good at speaking, you also want to speak. They are thriving at YouTube, you want to be there. They are thriving in Instagram, in TikTok, and what, you also want to do it. You're not figuring out what really works for you so that you can thrive in that area, but you're trying to be like other people. You go on the streets in Kampala, you literally see ladies putting on the same way just because they saw someone put on like that. I think if we are going to be successful in life, we really have to appreciate ourselves and allow our uniqueness to come out. So most of us are not living according to our full potentials because we are not letting ourselves come out. We are not letting ourselves to thrive. That inner you, they are not coming out because you're copying this person. You are trying to be like this or the other and the other. But you will not really be the goat, the leader, unless you allow yourself to be who you are. So what kind of life are you living? Is it for yourself? Are you putting on exactly how you should be putting on? Are you speaking exactly how you are supposed to be speaking? Are you doing things exactly how you should be doing them? Are you living your authentic life? Or you have allowed many propagandas and ideas and trends to affect your life? You're living out other people's lives instead of you living and thriving in yours. And then the other thing that is really destroying us is social media. I don't know how much time you spend on social media, but let me tell you something, as someone who is really invested in doing things digitally, social media is going to either break you or it will make your life. Depends on how you're using it. Many people say social media is evil, but I want to believe or think that it is the people who are evil that are on social media. So the platforms are okay, but who is on those platforms using them? And it is me and you. You see, social media has made the world a global village. Right now, if something happens in the US, I'm able to know just in a split of a second. I'm able to know what is happening in the Olympics, even when I've never been to France. I'm able to know everything that is happening, right? Like in real time, because of social media, because of the technology that we are having at our disposal recently or currently. But you see, that has its advantages and disadvantages, because we are able to see how our influencers are living. We are able to see how our role models, the celebs that we look up to, how they are living. And you know what that means? We are going to be on pressure. Many of us say, well, I'm not a social media person yet. Well, you might not be posting, but we are always scrolling through. And we have these favorite social media influencers that we are always looking at. We see the bag that they have bought. We see the kind of shoes that they are putting on. We see the kind of coat, the kind of trousers that they have bought. We see all sorts of things, and you know what you're going to start doing? You also want to be like them. That is why you see that just a trend of clothes is going to come up on TikTok, and before you know it, you go on Kampala streets, you find all young girls are putting on like that. You find people doing all sorts of things, going to malls to do things that they have seen on social media. We have seen people do things, challenges that have ended up killing them. Many people have died trying out challenges because they want to have views. They also want to trend. So my dear friends, we have to be very, very careful. Make sure that you use this season that we are in, you use these platforms to your advantage. And it is possible because people are making money on all these social media platforms. How about you say, I'm going to use it to impact lives of people instead of it impacting me, and sometimes in a negative way? And then also you have to watch out the amount of time that you are spending on social media. It is, research shows that on an average daily people are spending 7 hours online. Do you know what you could do with the 7 hours that you're spending scrolling through? And by the way, what we forget is that as you scroll through, you're giving those people money. Your view is money for them. They are making money on you. But for you, You are literally just wasting your time that you would invest to do something that will impact your life. So you have to be very careful on the amount of time that you are spending on social media, leave alone the things that you are learning from there. And you have to put a limit to say that I'm not going to scroll through Instagram. And you can also like have a small number of platforms that you have, so that you're not on every social media platform, because that takes away your data, it takes away your time. But if you have a few that you can concentrate on, few that you know are going to, impact your life anyway, where you can find the things that you want and are really helpful, and yeah, they are helpful to you, then so be it. Just focus on those ones. But you have to be really careful and intentional about the things and how much time that you are spending on social media. Otherwise, you're not going to really make it. I don't think that people who are thriving in life have a lot of time, have the 7 hours to spend scrolling through social media and taking photos so that they can post. Yeah, and some of us are living fake lives so that we can impress our followers. That really doesn't benefit you at all, It doesn't. You're literally just killing yourself, because at the end of the day, I will watch your video and then what? You'll be spending, you'll be living a fake life, you'll be doing all sorts of things just to impress someone who doesn't know you and will never meet you, and at some point won't even think about you after watching your video. Anyway. And then the other thing that I want to talk about that is really killing us right now, we are living in a generation of people who don't want to work. Friends, life is hard work. Life is not going to come on maybe for a few people, but it's not going to come on a silver platter for you. You have to get up early in the morning, you have to sleep late, you have to work hard for you to thrive in this life and in every area of your life. If you want to have any successful relationship, you are going to invest time, resources in it. If you want to be good at your job, my dear friends, results are not going to come and fall from heaven. They are not going to be like manna coming to fall from heaven on your table and then you're able to take to your boss. No, you have to put in work, you have to put in effort to make sure that you see results. You have to really work hard. And for some of us ladies, we want the good things that we cannot afford. So we are doing all the BS things to make sure that we have them. And that we can sleep the whole day and just call people, hi, can I feel like pizza. Do people still do those things? But anyway, but I feel like this, I feel like a vacation. Can you take me to Dubai? Yes, they will take you to Dubai, but you know the things that you will have to do to get there and maintain that kind of lifestyle. But you know the easiest way is for you to make sure that you work hard and earn that kind of life that you want to have for yourself. At your workplace, you want to be a manager. No one is going, well, some people do, but ideally no one is going to give you a job. No one is going to give you a promotion unless they know that you have earned it. So do not complain if you see this lady, or this gentleman having all sorts of promotions and you think there is favoritism. Sometimes it's because you're not doing anything to show that you actually want it. So dear friends, the whole bit of procrastinating, the whole bit of being lazy, wanting life to be simple and easy for us, and I'm talking to myself, that has to stop. We have to make sure that we work hard. We have to schedule our priorities. We have to focus on things that we have to make some sacrifices and focus on things that are priority in our lives, and especially during those seasons, because sometimes we reach in these seasons where you don't even have time, a lot of time to see your friends, and you're going to make some of those sacrifices to get where you want to be. And I'm going to end with this story. I watched a short clip of Simone Biles, this great gymnast lady that everyone is talking about, especially during this time of the Olympics. I watched a clip of her. Right now, everyone calls her the GOAT at her young age. 27 is really young. But I heard what this lady had to do from her childhood, and it actually made a lot. It made a lot of sense to me. She was talking about how she had to forego going out with her friends when she was still in high school. And she made this statement of the only boy I knew was the gym. She had to make all those sorts of sacrifices to be where she is right now. Now, some of us don't want any party to pass us by. You would rather put work aside so that you go for this vacation and this party. But this lady had to sacrifice so much. She doesn't have a lot of friends from her childhood because all the time she was always running, going to the gym. But see where her sacrifices have got her. So if you have any dream, if you want to be someone, you cannot sit and relax. No, there are some sacrifices that you're going to make. They will be painful, but you know that they will be worth it. They are towards, you're using them, you're making those sacrifices to build up something that you will celebrate one day, and actually people will celebrate you. Because I believe right now, most of the people she went to school with, they want to associate with her. They want to be, oh, I went to the same school with that lady. You know, they will pay. The sacrifice, the hard work is going to pay. But if you want life easy, you're not going to fulfill that potential in you. You're not going to live according to your full potential. Simone Biles wouldn't have lived to be the GOAT that we see now, the most decorated USA gymnast. She wouldn't have become that if she hadn't really put in hard work, if she hadn't made those sacrifices. So you won't really become anything that, not even close to the person that you're supposed to be, unless you get up and be a hard worker and be determined to do whatever it takes, authentic things, to be where you feel God wants you to be. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have certain things that you need to start doing differently in your life. And I hope that this video has been very helpful, or a little bit helpful to you. And if it has, please forward it to someone, share with them, and please don't forget to subscribe. And please share down in the comment section some of the things that you feel we need to stop doing so that we can live according to our full potential. God bless you, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.